you're here. Sonore hoped you would come quickly.
Where's Sonore? She had something important to discuss.
I am here, and I do. I have been waiting to show you this. When we first uncovered the existence of Darth Nul, I could not imagine that tracing the origins of one of her relics would lead here. The strange ruins Arkan found on the planet in wild space. They were resistant to his presence for a reason.
But together we found something.
What you are about to see. Darth Nul possessed a talent that was unique among her kind. Through the Force, she could connect her mind to another's. Darth Nul could speak to someone's most hidden desires, reach depths of their thoughts they could not reach themselves. Over great distances, she could mentally bond with anyone who could feel the Force. In those who did not recognize their own abilities, she awakened that realization.
Sharing this knowledge was unacceptable to those around Darth Nul. She was ostracized, friendless.
Darth Nul took those who would follow her to an empty world in wild space, where they could do as they pleased, without judgment. Nul taught her disciples how to forge mental bonds as she did. They called out to others and invited them to their sanctuary.
But Darth Nul was careless. She made contact with someone she shouldn't have. The Sith Emperor, as he was then. He took advantage of her mistake. He ruthlessly pursued her.
Before the Emperor could reach her followers, Nul locked many of their secrets away in the ruins Arkan found. Nul and the others fought back against their captors, but their fate was sealed. The Emperor dominated the minds of her disciples, bent them to his will, enslaved them. After that day, Nul's followers became servants of the Emperor, and she became Darth Nul.
If the Emperor made her Darth Nul after she was captured, who was she before?
She was no one. At least, not after she was expelled from the Jedi Order.
Darth Nul didn't just build her lightsaber with Jedi resources. She was a Jedi.
For a time. The account of Darth Nul's removal from the Jedi is told from her own perspective. We do not know much about what transpired before that, other than what she was called, Master Renaya.
We've been chasing a Sith inventor, but she had a whole other life before that. What if that's where we find the way to stop Malgus's plans?
Then we will find it. Malgus could not keep this knowledge from you. We can find other secrets.
All that you found about Darth Nul, why did I have to come to Voss to hear it?
After I heeded the Three's request to return to Voss, I heard whisperings. Rumors of a vision that caused great concern among the mystics. The Three forbade them to speak about what was seen. A revelation centered on Darth Malgus.
You brought me here to find out more about the vision.
I brought you here to try. The Three know well the value you would place on hearing the details of this vision. But they would never share them with an outsider, even one of your status, unless you gave them a reason to.
Malgus's plans could mean the end of the galaxy as we know it. What more of a reason do they need?
Perhaps they think there is nothing in this vision that would help you. However, you have the opportunity to convince them otherwise. Despite our best efforts, some of our most sacred temples have yet to be rebuilt in the years since Valen's assault. The Shrine of Contemplation is too deep within Gormak lands. The work is slow, even with aid from the few Gormak who have chosen to continue their alliance with the Voss. The three are overseeing progress at the Shrine of Contemplation now. If you were to approach them and offer your assistance, perhaps you will change their minds about the vision. With luck, they will be receptive to one with your gracious reputation.
What should I do, if I want to make a memorable impression?
Be conscious of the struggles of Voss. Be considerate of our views. Little else is needed.
I'd like to speak with you for a moment, before you depart.
Here are the coordinates for the Shrine of Contemplation. I will send a message ahead to the commandos there to expect your arrival.
You wanted to speak to me about something?
All this talk of visions, it reminded me. Something strange happened while I was away. As I searched Darth Maul's ruins, every step I took felt so familiar. Like I had been there before.
Darth Null was captured from that place by the Emperor. Did your father, when he was Valkorian, did he ever return there?
If he had, he would have never allowed me to accompany him. Something I'm grateful for now. It was confusing, distressingly so. I was so certain I had stood on the surface of that empty world, even though I could not remember when or why. I spoke with Sonore about this sense of familiarity. It didn't take long before she understood what I was feeling. I was there, in those ruins, once before, during the ritual in the Shrine of Healing.
How is that possible?
I am unsure. This realization awakened other memories of what I saw while the Voss healed me. I believed they were dreams at the time, but Sonore believes otherwise. She says they were visions.
What else did you see?
In truth, it is all still a blur. It was as if I lived decades in the span of hours. I saw centuries worth of horrors committed by my father. I felt the rage and the cruelty born of my desperation to please him. The suffering and the devastation I caused, it was all made plain to me. When I learned what my father had done in Darth Maul's ruins, old fears resurfaced. I was afraid I saw those ruins because I was doomed to follow in his footsteps. But there were visions of hope as well, of serving a greater purpose. I saw the work I could do, how I could dedicate myself to atonement, like helping you stop Darth Malgus. Reliving that vision, it reminded me that I have far to go before I can be forgiven for all that I inflicted upon others, if that is even possible. But I am moving in the right direction.
I don't know if you can absolve yourself of all that you did. There will always be reminders of the pain.
I know. I will never expect forgiveness, or even acceptance from anyone I have hurt, but I will cherish any that is offered. I don't think I could have ever seen things in this light without your help. There will never be enough I can do to thank you.
It is time. The three have asked you to appear before them. Despite your decisions, they are eager to speak with you. They are waiting for you now.
Why did the three call you here? What did they want to talk to you about?
A question I have delayed answering for too long.
What are you talking about?
When the Eternal Empire threatened the galaxy, my presence in your alliance was understandable. But much has changed. The Outsiders' wars no longer concern Voss. We have our own struggles. The three want to know why I do not return and continue my duties as a mystic. After I joined the Alliance, I no longer had access to interpreters who could derive meaning from my visions. For the first time, my actions were determined by my own decisions, and a Voss who chooses to remain with outsiders is a Voss who is forever looked upon with doubt.
I had no idea you chose us over your own people. That must have been difficult. But I'm glad you stayed.
It was a simple choice. You have given me the opportunity to lead, to help others face uncertainty. That is a greater purpose than I ever found as a mystic. I've kept you too long. The three will be wondering what has delayed you.
Outsider, do you understand the importance of this meeting?
From everything I've heard, this honor is rare for my kind. I'm grateful for it.
Such insight is unexpected.
This eases my hesitation to share the knowledge you seek. There has been a vision. Its contents are disturbing.
Life will be reshaped. Scales unbalanced.
A wave of change rises and falls, beyond the reach of Darth Malgus.
And as he dreams, he awakens a great power, one that will tear the galaxy apart.
If you know all that, you must know a way to help me stop Malgus.
It is not so simple.
Should Darth Malgus perish, this catastrophe will transpire more quickly.
Haven't your people had other visions of disasters? What makes this one so different?
You are familiar with the visions experienced by our mystics. The role these prophecies play?
What your mystics see is very important to your people. Your government, your societal rules, everything relies on these visions.
And from these revelations, the interpreters show us the path, the decisions we must make to preserve our home, our way of life.
But in this vision, we see no outcome. There is nothing to guide us. The interpreters are united in its meaning.
The three, the Voss. We can do nothing. We are powerless.
This shrouded prophecy will come to pass. The foundations will be shaken, the pillars raised. The chaos is unavoidable. But whatever is to come from this, it is you who will choose the fate of us all.
Our destiny is in the hands of an outsider. Do you see why we shield our people from this?
You shouldn't lie to them about this. Your people are capable of protecting themselves, but if they don't know about this vision, they won't be able to.
You ask too much, outsider. We know best how to lead our people.
Whatever part you play in this, enemy or ally, none of it will happen without you. You must be ready. We will be waiting.
Field Marshal. It's done. We're ready.
You're sure?
As sure as I've ever been.
You heard him. Everyone to your stations. This is the first step toward victory, Rikan. Toward a galaxy where everyone is in their rightful place. Where we have everything we deserve. But it is still just beyond our reach. It's time to seize it.
Are you sure about this?
Did you not hear what I told Hedda?
I'm not asking if you're ready. I'm asking if you think this is right.
I think it's too late for these questions. And it's what Hedda wants. That's all that matters.
Rakan!
Don't ask again, Sahar. Now get going. I don't want anyone blaming me when you don't pull your weight.
Take Galar's squad and get to the Lambda sector. Move! Mandalore, we're receiving reports of hidden chain activity across 3 sectors. Requesting guidance to prioritize response teams. I said get your people moving! Now! Mandalore, Hedda's come out of hiding, but her people are attacking everywhere at once. I need to know you hear what I'm telling you. Mandalore. Shay! This meeting better be worth it. I can't stand all this sneaky, underhanded spy stuff.
I detest creeping about in the shadows. We should be facing the enemy head-on.
Yeah, you're definitely the kind that likes to make an entrance. Let's just get what we came for and get out of here before we draw too much attention. I know we gotta do whatever it takes to track down Hedda, but dealing with smugglers is tricky on a good day. It's even worse when Harita Wald is involved.
The Mek-Shah gang, how are they involved with the hidden chain?
Hedda needs blasters, armor, supplies, whatever she can get from wherever she can get it. And smugglers don't ask questions.
Get down! Oh, wow. They're wearing matching uniforms now. Wonder how Hedda got them to agree to that.
Ras! Do you hear that? I don't think they were alone.
Well, look on the bright side. We don't have to track down the hidden chain if they come right to us.
It's a tether, like what they used to board Shay's flagship.
Huh. Can't say I'm impressed by the lack of imagination.
We can't break the tether without damaging the station. How do we stop them from coming through it?
Maybe we should send a little gift their way. A place like this probably has explosives just lying around. Where are they all coming from? I was mostly kidding when I said it, but they really do have explosives just lying around. That should do it. Come on, let's get these back to that tether. That'll slow him down.
Hello? Can anyone, if you can, won't let us go? Loading Bay 37!
Loading Bay 37. Guess we know where we're heading next.
There they are. That could be a problem. What do you think? How do you want to play this?
The potential for this to go wrong is high. We need to approach this carefully. We have the element of surprise. Let's use it.
You want to think outside the box?
Nice trick. Form up, Clan Braylor. We have a job to do. Come on! You are no match for the strength of Clan Braylor! Honor is my legacy.
Everybody good?
Yeah. Thanks.
Be on your guard. There may be other assailants on the station.
Such incivility is far from uncommon in this place, but nothing like this. Your assistance is appreciated, but I would expect nothing less from one of the Sith Academy's most illustrious students. It's apparent that you have surpassed our expectations for you.
You're an overseer at the Sith Academy. How did you end up here?
I was an overseer. I renounced the title when Asina declared we would be loyal to the Eternal Empire. Why bother training the next generation of Sith when our leaders will throw everything away at the first sign of hardship?
Ras, where's the commander? Right here, Jet. But we're kinda in the middle of something.
Head has come out of hiding. Hidden chain strike teams are moving on targets across the galaxy, all at once.
I had a feeling that's what was happening.
What do you mean?
Jakaya. Nibbana. What's...
Ras, later.
When everything's calmed down, I'll tell you more.
There's no pattern to these attacks. Another happens as soon as we put one down. I don't have enough people to keep up. Intel says the Hidden Chain are going to hit an out-of-the-way spot on Ord Mantell. I'm out of people to send there.
I care nothing for the fate of that backwater planet. But I am certain no one wishes to see a war between Mandalorian brutes spread.
I can take care of this, Jakaya.
You'll be walking into hostile territory, just to hunt down a completely different enemy. And I have no backup to give you. You sure you want to do this?
We are allies, Jakaya. I'll help you when you need it.
Vorente Borsha. I'm glad you're on our side. Ras, I need you with me.
On my way. Is it me or did Jakaya sound... I don't know. Not like Jakaya.
Why are you still here? You are going to require ample preparation if you want to move about Ord Mantell freely.
Why do you say that?
A Sith Lord, skulking about a Republic planet facing off against Mandalorian raiders. Need I say more? You'll need someone to help you work without drawing attention. Unless you want the entirety of the Republic military to converge on your position?
Let me guess, you know just the person.
Unfortunately for you, the best person for the job is Gizmal Gam, a lowlife in an insignificant political office based out of a rubbish heap called Kessen's Landing. I won't say how I know, but I can assure you Gizmal will be more than agreeable to collaborating with the Empire.
I'll take your word for it.
Sounds like you've got what you need. If you've got it from here, I need to get moving. I've never seen Jek so impatient.
Get back to Jakaya. Tell him I've got this under control.